Guys, Keone Coke hard drive performance. Recently, we've all had to deal with the backlash of the killing of George Floyd. This has been kind of a powder keg and a growing problem over the years with increased cases of police brutality making it into the public eye. Our people deserve to have justice. Our people deserve to have law enforcement, or as I like to call them, peace officers, that do just that preserve the peace, that protect the people, oftentimes even from people's own actions. Okay, this is why police are held to such a high accord, or why they're supposed to be such honor and dignity in their position, because they're held to a higher standard. They're expected to go above and beyond. That's what gives the position its perceived valor. What I'm seeing in the last few years is increasing cases of police officers that it's painfully obvious they don't have a competent understanding of how to control a human body. I've trained with multiple officers the entire time that I've been in business, and well before, that say, hey look, after 3 to 4 months of jiu-jitsu training, I was easily able to subdue perpetrators or suspects that I may have previously drawn my weapon on or used more violent tactics to try and subdue. This is significant. This means that a lot of the death, a lot of the injuries that are happening at the hands of police are absolutely preventable with better training, or more extensive training or ongoing training. It is my belief that if I'm going to be in close proximity to a human being and I'm going to be asked to detain them, arrest them, control them, one of the primary responsibilities I have as a peace officer, a law enforcement officer, is knowing how to control, manipulate, and handle a human body that's offering its resistance. That's exactly what wrestling and that's exactly what jiu-jitsu do. That's why a lot of officers have cited Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training or previous wrestling experience in their ability to competently do their job. There's two reasons why this is really important to me. One, if our police are abusing people because they're undertrained, that's injustice. It's not justice, it's injustice. If one person, George Floyd, whether that person have good character or bad person, loses their life at the hands of our police or law enforcement, then our whole entire justice system is immediately compromised. Not a little piece, the whole thing. If one person dies unnecessarily at the hands of police, we do not have a just system. That's a problem. It's a systemic problem that we need to handle. I am not solely, single-handedly going to solve systemic racism, but what I can do is try to fix whatever I can do through hard drives. So me and my business partner have agreed to do this. And I apologize to our front desk ladies, Angie and Kayla up front, that help us out so much. We haven't even told them this, so ladies, I'm so sorry. But this is what we're going to do. Police officers, I don't care if you're CRPD, I don't care if you're Marion PD, I don't care if you're North Liberty PD. If you're PD, if you're a police officer, you get 3 months of free training starting right now. You come in here, you train jiu-jitsu, you train kickboxing. We have police officers in here all the time. We have some few very, very loyal police officers that have supported us all along, and some are still training to this day. I'm going to give you 3 months of free service if you're a Leo. Okay? You get jiu-jitsu training, you understand how to better control people on the ground without hurting them, or potentially, if you need to, hurting them. You get training in stand-up so that if you're ever confronted with multiple attackers, you as an individual cop have a better chance of handling your business with those 2 attackers. 3 months for free. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm not going to get your card. You'll sign a waiver. That's it. After 3 months, 50% off. That's how serious I am. I'm not going to just give this stuff away unless I'm serious about it. 50% off our normal rate going forward if you choose to continue your training. Why 3 months? It takes 3 months. It takes 3 months to set it to habit, and after 3 months, I had an officer just recently go, Keone, I was less likely to draw my weapon or use brutal force to subdue that because I know jiu-jitsu now. It's incredibly important. I'm going to cite this video that you're watching right now by UFC veteran Matt Serra, where he single-handedly takes down a suspect that's drunk, alcoholic, abusive. He puts him on the ground and snickers and laughs as he controls him without killing him, without putting pressure on his neck, without putting 300 or 400 pounds of 3 individuals on his back and compressing his lungs. Matt Serra is an expert at manipulating the human body, so he was able to save this man from his own actions, which is what I expect out of police work. Seeing this video should be convincing to you that with the proper knowledge, I don't need 3 or 4 people. Guys, this isn't an isolated case. I have police officer feedback from all over the country, people that have gotten involved in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and went, it's completely revolutionized the way that I handle people and deal with people for the better. This is a community issue, okay? it's not only the people that are at the hand of this this potential injustice. Police officers are put in direct risk from blowback violence whenever anybody sees issues of these police brutality. Eric Garner in New York was choked and strangled until he died. The blowback from that was 2 NYPD officers were shot in their squad car from a complete random stranger. These 2 officers had absolutely nothing to do with the death. They lost their lives because other cops were untrained and didn't know what they were doing. I'm offering my services to them, and I'm also saying this. Any inner city youth that we have in the community of Cedar Rapids that is under the age of 18 and willing, and they want to learn, and they want a place to put their outlet, come on down. I'll offer you the same thing. If we can get police officers, we can get inner city youth, we can start mending some of these things, we can start finding understanding of why it is so difficult to be a police officer, and why it's so difficult to grow up in abject poverty with systemic racism breathing down your neck. Guys, it's time for change. I'm tired of it. It's 2020. Time to get our act together, time to set our ego aside, time to get into the gym, start sweating on the mat and learning how to save people's lives, our lives and other people's lives included. 3 months free, after 3 months free, 50% off, okay? Period. If I have one officer that comes in here, they train for 3 months, they don't keep going, but they've got some idea of how to control somebody. And moving forward, that knowledge inside of their brain leads to one person 5 years from now not ending up in some officer-related death. We win. I win. I successfully achieved our mission to try and make our community a better place. If I can get 5 or 6 police officers in here, and they can talk and they can see the changes and how they relate to people when they do jiu-jitsu, when they do kickboxing, these types of things, and they spread the word, lives will be saved from this. Injury will be saved from this. Injustice will be saved from this. And our police officers are going to be less likely to be targeted because of unintended consequences and blowback. So this is what we're offering, guys. I'm fired up. I'm passionate about it. I'm going to a protest tomorrow. There's going to be police all over the place, and they've got to be on edge too. You got to understand, this is a two-way street. Nobody wins. When there is injustice in a free state, nobody wins. So what are we doing to do our part? We're doing what we always do. We're trying to give. We're trying to give away. It's not the best choice from a business perspective post-corona. We're struggling just like everybody else. But this isn't about money. This is about morality. This is something that we have to come together as a community. Understanding. I think understanding each other is the best thing that we can possibly do right now. Rational talking and training together. If I can get police officers and inner city kids on the mat, we're winning. We're finding understanding. So, guys, please give me your feedback. I hope that you guys like this idea. I hope that you take advantage of it. I hope to have a whole throng of people walk in our front door in the next few weeks and they don't give us any money. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to put my heart in motion here. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I appreciate you taking the 10 minutes to listen to me ramble on about this subject, but it's very near and dear to my heart. So guys, get in here. We look forward to having you, and hopefully together we can make this world a little bit better place, one person at a time. Guys, peace out. Friday, enjoy the weekend, and do good to each other.